click, 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 click. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. So today, y'all, I'm going to be doing something that I have not done on my channel in a long time, which is story times. If you are new to my channel, you're familiar with my law of assumption content, that's great, but I also have done story times, try on hauls. If you scroll back on my channel, you'll see reaction videos, try on hauls, wig reviews, makeup, beauty, story times. I like to do a little bit of everything. So we can consider this my reintroduction to me diversifying my channel again. Of course, I'm still going to be making law of assumption content, but I'm not gonna just be making law of assumption content all the time because I like other things outside of that. And sometimes I just wanna get on camera and have fun and entertain and have a joyous time with you guys. So if you're here for LOA content, great. See you next video or whenever I make another LOA video. But today's video is going to be a story time, y'all, because I have some tea that I want to let y'all in on. And I also just want to preface this by saying, please don't be so limited that if you're from my law of assumption content, you think that me saying story times about things that have happened to me in the past is me bringing up the old story, because you can tell a story about something and not identify with it and not have it loom over your life. Okay, so this is just a story time video about some shit that happened that I was pissed off about, and I've gotten past it, but I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about it because it was just still some fuckery and kentuckery. Like babes, it's just one of those things that I'm not gonna not make a story time about. You know what I'm saying? So let's jump into it because I've been talking a lot. Okay, so first things first. This is in no way me trying to send hate or anything remotely negative towards this person. Y'all are not even gonna know her name. I'm gonna give her a fake name. And it's really no hate, no foul. I already did what I had to do when it comes to us. I've separated myself because that's what I saw as fit. That's what me and my self-concept saw as fit for the situation. So anyway, let's take it back. I had a friend, we're gonna call her Special K, like the cereal. So I had met Special K through my Instagram and my social media. Special K had been following me for a matter of years. And this is not the first time that I have met a friend through social media. Believe it or not, y'all, majority of my best friends that I've been friends with for 5+ years, every single last one of them came off of social media. My 4 best friends, I met them all off of social media. So it wasn't unusual or unnatural for my friendships to manifest in this manner. You know, so that's just like not really out of the ordinary for me at all. But Special K was somebody who had been following me for many moons, and she recently moved to Philly. So she saw my content. She saw that I lived in Philly. She was also a plus size Black woman, and she wanted to connect. So I was more than open to that because, to be honest with y'all, there's not really people in this city that I fuck with. I fuck with like a very select few. I think if you've been following me for years, you know that I just don't really fuck with the city that I was born and raised in, which is why I'm moving. Anyway, we connected through social media. We connected through Instagram. And I started to learn more about her. Then before you know it, we were hanging out in person. And it was always a good dynamic. It was always a good friendship. I thought that Special K was really fun. I thought that she was really fun. It was never no beef. It was never no problems. You know what I mean? As our friendship started to progress, y'all know how like y'all have those friendships that are like, I don't want to say loose, but that's the only word that I can really think of when it comes to this friendship, because as time went on, I started to realize, okay, this is more of a touch and go friendship. This is not close knitting. Okay, and let me preface and clarify that I initially met and started talking to Special K approximately 3.5 years ago, if I had to put like a timestamp on it. So this was not somebody that I just met last night, just so y'all know. No. So we started hanging out. I think the first time that we hung out, I cannot remember exactly what the year was. If I had to guess, I would say that it was between 2019 and 2018. For some reason in my brain, it's not coming up. Like our first hangout was not coming up. But I guess the first instance I can think of was 2019 Black Friday. And then from there on out, we just kind of stayed in communication and we're getting closer. Yeah, so we started hanging out a lot more, and it was getting to the point where I started to consider her like a close friend. So for me to consider you a close friend, we have to be in like pretty, I don't want to say constant communication, because I'm not claiming ownership over my friend. Like, y'all, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not gonna be like, bitch, you gotta text me all hours of the day and you better. No, not like that. But I'm saying we were frequently talking, hanging out, seeing each other, or texting. So at one point in time, she started to venture off into other projects. And like, as you guys know, I'm no stranger to social media. I'm no stranger to projects, especially that has to do with like women's empowerment, plus size empowerment, body positivity, body liberation. That has my name all over it. So as she started to branch off into these other things, she started to let me in on them and almost like gave me like a like my input on a lot of the things that she did. Like, you know what I mean? She was a creative person. I'm never going to take that away from her, and I'm never going to deny her talent. And I think that she was really gifted in a lot of the things that she did. However, at a certain point in our friendship, it just kind of got to the point where it was like we went from close friends to like sometimey friends to we just kind of talk when we talk. Now, that does not mean that any love was lost. There was no love lost, because I'm not that kind of person. Like, if I love you and we don't talk for a year and we just kind of pick up where we left off, that's okay. Like, I literally will meet you where you're at, and I have no problem with loving you, because I understand everybody has different things going on in their life. Everybody has different things going on in their mind. I'm not privy to every fucking thing that you're dealing with in your life. So like, it's fine. But it kind of got to the point where we weren't that close anymore. It was more like a touch and go friendship. So after a certain point in time, she starts asking me to be a part of her project. So she's doing photo shoots, events, setups, all types of things. And again, that's my specialty. Like, I am so good for stuff like that, y'all, because I have a vivacious personality. I have experience in modeling. Like, that's just my oasis. That is something that I'm good at. So I started helping her out with certain ventures that she was going on. Even so much as like, y'all, she would make me a little bit of 420 edible delectables. And I would always go on my social media and promote her just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? And of course, it was so nice of her to like do that for me, because like nobody really has to do that for me. But the first time that she made me an edible, y'all, it was an edible cake, and it had my brand name at the time on it, Fat Royalty. And it was scrum diddly yum yum a purr. It was delicious, okay? And I would just promote her on social media. So from that day forward, I started just buying my edibles from her. I don't even know if I have to censor that word, because like, I don't know, YouTube be weird, so you never know nowadays. Hold on, the heat is killing me. Woo, shit. So anyway, after the first time she made me an edible cake as a gift, I started patronizing her. I started compensating her, because I'm not the kind of person that is just gonna assume that because we're friends, you're just there from then on out gonna give me free shit. I believe in paying people for the work that they do. So if you're making me a edible brownie and that shit gonna have me up in the sky like a spaceship, best believe I'm paying you for that, whether or not I promote you on my social media or not. Anyway, I'm derailing. After a certain point in time, it just got to the place where our communication was just very like touch and go, not as frequent, and that is absolutely perfectly fine. But every time that she would hit me up for an event, a project, a photo shoot, etc., I was always there. I was always there. I would always come through, and I always gave her the benefit of the doubt. Now, the reason I say I always gave her the benefit of the doubt is because I started to come to the realization that this girl, whether it was intentional or not, is just not a dependable person. Like, and y'all, when you're running a business, because mind you, she did like event planning and baking and all these other things. When you're running a business, it is important that you are concise and you have your shit together and you have all your ducks in a row. Like, if I was just to run Law of Assumption Princess and just be super up in the air about it and be super lax and just taking people's money and not being organized and not showing up on time and not doing what I have to do, that is not good. Okay, that's just not the look. So I just started to come to the realization, like, I don't know if this girl, I don't know if she just happens to have too much on her plate at this point in her life, or if this is just the person that she is. But the more consistently that I noticed it, the more I came to the realization of, okay, if this is a repeated offense, this has to just be a part of who she is, It's just now it's coming to the surface and I'm realizing it more as I've been her friend for longer. Let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase, because I don't want to just fill this story time up with like random fun facts about the fucking dynamic, right? I want to get to the chase. Now, even though this girl was somebody that I knew had issues, when I say issues, I mean issues with scheduling, I mean issues with communication, I mean issues with showing up, saying that you're gonna do one thing at one place at one time, and then the date and time comes and nothing happens, or I don't hear anything back till the day of. Keep that in mind, because I'm gonna get there in a second. But like things like that, I don't really do good with, because I don't treat people in my life like that, whether or not I have a lot going on or not. You know what I mean? I communicate and I let you know beforehand, so that you're not getting your hands dirty and you're not setting up a predicament for yourself where you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your life, you're wasting your breath. Like I don't do stuff like that, right? So recently, Special K reemerged into my life again. And when I say recently, I mean about 3 weeks ago. Literally right before Thanksgiving. And it's not that she was like away, but again, loose communication. The last time I probably talked to Special K before then was 2 months ago, okay? And I'm not going to get into that, but again, some shit where I was showing up for Special K, but Special K just somehow did not know how to reciprocate. So 3 weeks ago, I get a text from Special K. She came up with this grandiose idea that I thought was brilliant. I thought the idea was brilliant, y'all. So the idea that they came up with was a Christmas time, Christmas holiday theme, sexy photo shoot / food excursion / mini vacation, blase, blase, rah, 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 right? Now, this is what Special K told me that this shit was going to consist of. She was renting out an Airbnb that was a Victorian style mansion. Okay, cute, right? And in this Victorian style mansion, people were going to be able to come through and do some body positive photo shoots. So we're talking like sexy Christmas lingerie. We're talking like, you know, fat girl royalty liberation, feeling good about yourself, feeling empowered, feeling sexy, feeling unapologetic in your skin. And this was also among other things. So like I said, like a food tour, a fucking, what else did she say? Oh, a spa treatment thingy majiggy, all this shit, like all this really amazing fun shit. Now, Special K told me about this event and asked me if I would personally like to not only be a collaborative addition, but would I like to come and show up and do guided meditations and or tarot readings? Because this was really, like I said, y'all, this was all about an emphasis on self-love, on self-worth, feeling good around the holidays. Because, you know, a lot of people go through things around the holidays that make them anxious, that makes it hard for them to navigate through. So this was just supposed to be a cute celebratory holiday moment. Of course, I was all in. Are you fucking joking me? You said food, sexy lingerie, Christmas time, and motherfucking guided meditation. Say less, okay? She then takes it a step further. This part is important. She then takes it a step further to ask me, would I like to be a collaborative partner with her on this project? Meaning, she was going to come up with a flat rate that everyone would pay. So she would bring some people to the table. I would bring some people to the table, and we would split the profit. That is what I was told, okay? I said, yes. Yes, because I thought that the price that she came up with was fair, especially if you get the chance to spend the night in this Victorian mansion, okay? And mind you, this place was 2 hours away from Philly. It's like Amish country. But like, yeah, so you're getting to stay in a mansion for like 2 nights, a photo shoot, you get a fucking photo shoot, we get to go to the spa, and we get to go on a food tour. Absolutely, I think this is great. So I hop on the opportunity, and I had sent Special K a voice message, right? And in the voice message, y'all, I was talking shit. I was like, oh, this is like Christmas, but make it sexy. Special K decided to make that the name of the event. She was like, oh my God, you know what? You just named the event Christmas, but make it sexy. I'm like, okay, I don't care. That's fine. Christmas but make it sexy. So she makes a flyer. And in this flyer, you guys, it states every single thing that we're going to do. If I have it, I will put the flyer on the screen. And she deliberately puts my app in the fucking thing and says TiffriahGrande is going to be here, guided meditations amongst all the other shit that I just said, right? Okay, great. She sends that to me and she says, okay, we can start pushing this out on social media so you can post it on your story. I can post it on my story. Absolutely the fuck fine. Okay, absolutely the fuck fine. Like, I'm excited at this point. I am ready. I'm set. I'm ready to go. I'm so excited to the point where I go on Fashion Nova and I ordered 2 outfits to potentially take these fucking photos in, because I was like, okay, this is great. Like, I'm gonna get a chance to get some extra content. I cannot wait to film this. And I also cannot wait to see the people that are gonna show up, because I had people that were interested and contacted her. Like I said, again, a collaborative effort. So she was bringing some people, I was bringing some people. Great, 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 great. Now, the event was going to be on December 10th. And she notified me of this event on December 23rd. When I say right before Thanksgiving, I was not joking. It was literally right before Thanksgiving. So that meant that it was going to be Thanksgiving event. Okay. So I'm preparing. I'm getting my hair together. I'm getting my outfits together. I'm promoting this on my social media. I'm telling my friends about it. I'm telling my family about it. I'm telling people that I'm literally putting everyone on alert so that I can pause my life for a second, because I know that I have this event to go to. I'm expected to be there. I'm expected to show up, whatever, right? So a few days later, I winded up going out with my aunt and my uncle. He unfortunately got me sick. And me, my aunt and my uncle got sick with the vid. Okay, I ain't gonna expand on that no further. I don't want to talk about the vid. I don't want to think about the vid. The vid is dead. But in case you're wondering, I'm completely fine now. I'm totally okay. I'm going to get my booster next week, because that's when I'll be eligible for one. But yeah. So I let Special K. I almost said her damn name. I let Special K know I have the vid. I'm going to keep you posted. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be negative and well by the said date. So I'm in my room, y'all, and I'm literally just laying here sick. And I was devastated. And the only thing that was getting me through the illness was knowing that I had this event to look forward to. I was so excited about it. I was literally sitting in here just dying. Not literally, but like just falling apart, because like my body was hurting. I hated it. Okay. At this point in time, mind you, it's probably like December 3rd, I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything back. Okay. Let me just say that again. It's December 3rd. The person who has organized this event, I'm hearing nothing from. Now, before this, she CC'd me the Airbnb date. And when somebody CC's you an Airbnb, that means any changes made to the Airbnb reservation, you get updated on. So I got an email that said December 5th through 7th. And I was like, hold on, wait a second. She told me that it was going to be the 10th through the 12th. So why does it say December 5th through 7th? So I text her. I'm like, hey, Special K, what's going on? Because the reservation changed. And at this point, this was before I got sick, you guys. So I had a lash appointment to go to anyway. I booked the lash appointment. Before I even knew that I was going to this event, I had that lash appointment. So I really, really wanted to keep my lash appointment, but I had to wind up canceling it anyway because I got sick. So I'm texting her and I'm like, hey, Special K, I got an update that the Airbnb dates changed. If something is different, let me know. So Special K hit me back up and was like, hey girl, nothing's different. Don't worry about it. Keep your lash appointment. You are in perfect hands. And she even went so far as to say, even if I had to get one of my friends who was also coming to the event to just stop at your house and come get you, I would do that. Cause I ain't driving just so y'all, I'm not driving 2 hours to Lancaster, okay? I'm not driving 2 hours to Lancaster. I was not driving 2 hours to Lancaster. I'm sorry, okay? Oh, at any rate, I let Special K know that I have the vid. I say, hey sis, I have the vid. I should be good to go before the said date though. Do you think I get a response? Because I don't. I don't get not nan a response. So I didn't think anything of it. I did not jump the gun because I'm not crazy. I'm telling y'all, I'm not crazy. I might seem crazy. I might tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. I am not a crazy person, okay? The only time that I get reactive and annoyed is if you give me a reason to. So I did not make any assumptions that I was being ignored, and I definitely wasn't making the assumption that she was just gonna ghost me right before this fucking event because you paid $600 plus for an Airbnb. You're not about to let this event fall through, are you? I can't imagine spending $600 on an Airbnb and letting the event fall through. So it's December 3rd at this point, y'all. I had the vid from December 3rd. I had the vid from December 3rd to approximately December 7th or 8th. So by the 7th/8th, because I can't remember the exact day, I'm feeling better. I'm testing negative. Amazing. Affirmations paid off. Okay. Like I was in the room like this. I was like, ain't no vid in my system. Ain't no vid in my system. Okay. So I'm really excited. And I let her know, hey, I'm ready for the event. I am testing negative. If I have to wear a mask, I will absolutely wear a mask because I'm not fucking ignorant and I don't want to potentially infect anybody else, even though I was still testing negative. Like, but you know, just human consideration is really fucking easy, I promise. I don't get a response. Mind you, Special K is still posting on social media. Special K is posting stories. Special K is liking shit. Special K is liking my content. Okay? Special K is alive and well. Special K is not down on the floor, nowhere to be found. Special K is alive and the fuck well out here in these streets. I don't get a response. Okay. The next day goes by. I text her a few more times. I'm like, hey, Special K, just checking back in because this event is coming up and I haven't gotten any particulars. I haven't gotten a day. I haven't gotten a time. I haven't gotten how many people signed up. I have literally, from the time that this event was planned to the time that it was supposed to happen, I am literally getting not one update, y'all. Literally nothing. I'm not getting, oh, shit, okay, this person's scheduled, nothing. Like, it's radio silence, nothing on my end. Now, mind you, this girl literally took my name from my social media because people in the Philadelphia area know who I am, right? I have a decent, I'm not a huge influencer, but I have a decent sizable following to where people see my name and they go, oh, TiffriahGrande, oh, tiffany-patrice, whoever the fuck they acknowledge me as, right? So you take my name, you put it on this flyer, you tell people that I'm going to be at this event, at this date, at this time, doing this thing. You tell me to promote it. You tell me to share it across my platforms. You even ask me to be a collaborative partner with you on this whole event. And you are not communicating with me. But mind you, your day job is an event planner. How? I wouldn't even send you to the fucking Sam's Club to pick me up a fucking catering tray of hoagies if you're not just consistently responding to me and letting me know, somebody that you asked. Mind you, y'all, I did not ask to be a part of this event. I did not ask, beg, or plead. I was approached. Okay? Like, I just like making that abundantly clear. This is not something that I inserted myself into. This is something that I was approached about. And I gave someone the benefit of the doubt because I was like, there's no way. Like, you know, there's no way that you're going to spend money on an Airbnb and let the event fall through. Like, your name is on it. My name is on it. And I just can't imagine that that would even be a problem. Wrong. So at this point, I'm just kind of feeling a little teensy-weensy bit disrespected, okay? And the reason I'm feeling disrespected is I'm good enough for you to take my name and attach it to your event, but I'm not good enough for you to stay in constant fluid communication with about said event. And so I just found that strange because it's like, you can profit off of my name, you can benefit off of it, but you can't simply tell me what's going on. You can't simply keep me in the loop, okay? Now, from the time that I got sick to the day of the event, I probably sent Special K a total of 8 to 10 text messages because I'm like, hello, like, what's going on? And at one point in time, I sent them a voice message. It was the night before the event. I said, hey, Special K, I am just checking in one last time because said event is tomorrow. I have not gotten any updates. I don't know anything that is going on, and I am in confusion. So if you could just hit me back, let me know what's going on, etc. Because literally, if it's the night before an event, y'all, I have to be ready by that night. If I'm going 2 hours upstate, I have to have my shit packed. I have to have my makeup packed. I have to have everything ready to go. I have to make sure I have set tools that are needed for me to do what I have to do at this fucking event. Like, you're saying you want me to bring crystals, you want me to bring tarot cards, you want me to do the guided meditation thing. Well, baby, I have to know that the event is going on so that I know what to pack. I still have to bring makeup, clothes, you know what I mean? Not to mention, you guys, I'm literally taking time off from my jobs, my life, my work, okay? I've been doing this thing with my aunt where I've been going around the city, and we have been interviewing several really cool, amazing civil rights leaders that it's all gonna come to like fruition in the next year. And I'm so excited to like talk about that because I'm really proud of it. And I'm so glad that I can like put that on my resume. So that's exciting. So I had to let my aunt know. I even had to close Law of Assumption Princess for those 2 days because if I was going to be available for this event, that means I have to step away from my own business for a second. So yeah, like I said, it's the night before. I'm hearing nothing back. Fucking crickets. Absolute fucking crickets. So of course at this point, like any normal person would be, I'm pissed. I am mad because this is beyond the realm of unprofessional. This is just giving me, okay, you simply do not give a fuck. Like, you simply do not care. Like, you're not even trying, and it's really pissing me, it's royally pissing me off, right? Okay. The next day comes, you guys. I hear from her an hour before we were supposed to leave to head upstate for the event. You know what she says to me? She said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I hurt myself. Some type of bullshit about how she hurt her funny bone. I don't know. I was so mad. Like, it was one of those things where I was seeing red. I got the text and deleted the thread faster than I could blink. Because at this point, I'm fucking pissed. I am literally so fucking mad. I'm gonna tell y'all why that especially even made me more so mad in a second. But she texted me and said some shit along the lines of, oh, well, you know, I hurt myself. And so, you know, basically the event isn't going to be today. It's 2 hours before we're supposed to fucking leave. The day of the event. And you're contacting me now to let me know that the event is no longer on. Okay. Then after she sends me that sorry ass text. Oh, because I forgot to mention, I sent her a voice message and I laid her the fuck out. I was like, listen the fuck here. This ain't it. This is simply not the fuck it. This is not something that I involve myself with because y'all, anytime I'm bringing something to any of my platforms, I don't care which one it is. If I am bringing something to y'all and my name is attached to it, I take it very seriously because I don't just throw my name on shit willy-nilly and promote it and say, oh yeah, this is me. No. That's why I don't even take a lot of sponsorships that I get offered because I don't align with the morals or the values of the company. I don't think that is something useful my audience could use, and I just don't want to promote it. So the same goes with events that I'm doing, events that I'm hosting, or anything in between. I don't just throw my name on shit for the sake of saying, okay, yeah, no. Okay, so I'm pissed because you don't have me take the time out to promote this event with my name attached to it, and then you suddenly say it's not on. Then she says, in this group chat, it was me and another person that she had me that potentially wanted to do business with me. She sends a message to the group chat and pretty much says the same thing. But this time she says the reason why the event was canceled, not someone jogging. This time she says the reason why the event was canceled was not only because she hurt herself, but was because nobody booked. Nobody gave her any money. Nobody wanted to come to the event. Here's why I'm confused. If that is the case, bro, I'm so mad right now. If that is the case, Why and how did you spend damn near $700 on a booking an Airbnb for this event? So you're telling me you spent $700. It was almost $700, y'all. It was like $640 something, $647. So you spent damn near $650 to rent out a mansion / event space for people who didn't even RSVP. And not only did you do that, but if the people didn't RSVP, why didn't you communicate that to me and let me know that days and days and days and days ago? You wait till the day of the fucking, y'all, I want to fight. Like, not really, but like, critical thinking skills. So that made me look at her with a raised eyebrow, because I'm like, how the fuck are you booking an event space with $700? Like, you just got that to shit out. You're just throwing $700 down the drain without even knowing whether or not the event is really going to be the fuck on. What? So y'all, I blocked her ass so quick. I blocked her ass on iMessage. I blocked her on Instagram, and I don't think I have her on any other social media, but if I did, I blocked her ass, because there is not one way in hell that you are almost 30 years old and you don't have the simple thinking skills that it takes to come to the awareness of, maybe I should communicate with the person that I reached out to do this event with me. Maybe I should communicate with the platform. Okay, phone died, but yeah, maybe I should think to communicate with the platforms that I literally promoted this event on. And I'm looking at her Instagram to see if the graphic that she made with my name on it and her name on it is still on her profile. I promise y'all, it the fuck was. The day of the event, it still was on her profile. Now, another reason I got even more upset is I remembered last year, 2021, right? She had asked me to be a part of her birthday celebration. The birthday celebration, y'all, was gonna be in upstate New York. This is almost like the damn near most identical story, except it didn't have nothing to do with like event planning or nothing. She wanted me to come with her partner, and somebody the fuck else. I said, you know what? I'm there. I've never been to Long Island. I've never been outside of like New York City when it comes to New York State. So I'm down to go. She books the Airbnb, and the night before, she hurts herself. Something else that has to do with her bone, like she fell and slipped on a piece of ice or some shit. And so now when she tells me the same thing about this fucking bone, or like she's in pain or all this other shit, I'm like, you know what? This is giving familiar song and dance. Like, this is giving last year when you wanted me to come upstate for your fucking birthday and you magically hurt yourself and fucked up your bone. I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm over it. So y'all, I laid her the fuck out one more last good time before I blocked her. I sent her another voice message. I will admit, I am the queen of voice messages. Like, if I have some shit I need to say to you, I will voice message your ass, okay? Like, that's just me. So I'm letting her the fuck know, because I want her to hear the inflection of my voice and how serious I am. I'm like, you know, I feel totally disrespected. I feel played with, and it's just not funny. And I still cannot understand or wrap my brain around how you just comfortably dropped $650, whether you're well off or not, whether you have a good amount of money or not. I'm not dropping $600 to $700 on an Airbnb for an event space that is not taking place. Like, there's just simply no way in hell I would ever make that dumb of a decision. So at this point, I just came to the conclusion that maybe we're just not in alignment right now. Like, you obviously have so much going on in your life that is so important that you have to tend to the point where you cannot just casually communicate with me in a very normal manner. Like, I'm not asking you to fucking do a magic trick or like walk on Mars or moonwalk. Like I'm not asking you to do anything that like no one else on this green earth can do. So it's not like I'm just being so demanding. But yeah, like, that is when I just came to the conclusion that maybe we're just not, I know y'all hate the word alignment, but bitch, aligned. Okay, aligned. Because there's just no way. Like, I would never in my fucking life do business like this. Like, some people are just not meant to be good business people. Like, if you are not organized and if you cannot do the simplest of things, such as just communicate and handle simple tasks. Maybe you don't need to have a profession. You shouldn't be doing this as your line of work, because to be an event planner is to be very much so on top of shit. So I was royally pissed off. Like, I was royally pissed off. Me and my self-concept was like, you know what? With peace and love, we're gonna meet you where we left you, because there's just certain things that I am not gonna accept. And this is kind of like, I just felt like I was turning a blind eye for the last time this time, because my name was included on this event. If you do something shiesty, it looks bad. It looks bad on me, because my name being on the event means that I co-signed it. I would never in my fucking life want to put anyone that follows me and wants to support me in a predicament to where they're signing up for an event, they're being promised X, Y, and Z, and then they get let down. I would never, like, this is just such a piss poor way to conduct business or to just like operate as a person anyway. Like, if you have that much going on in your life, you don't need to be planning events. You do not need to be coming up with business models. You do not need to be coming up with, especially business models that are supposed to be taking form in 2 weeks and less. Like, what? You know? So yeah, that's how I spent the first half of my December. And again, I just want to put emphasis on, it's no hate, it's no foul. I set my boundaries. Just because I set my boundaries does not mean that I have a genuine disdain or dislike for this person. It just means that we're on two separate walks of life. And it also means that I was not finna let this happen and not make a story time about it, baby, because you got me fucked up. But it's still peace and love on my end. You just got to do business with somebody as shitty as you are when it comes to all that stuff. And I'm just not that girl. I'm not that girl that's gonna put my name on any fucking thing that walks up. I gave this person the benefit of the doubt because I knew their intentions. I knew that this was a good person, and I knew that she was talented and had the capability to do an event and do it the right way, because I have seen it a few times before. But it has now obviously gotten to the point in her life where that is just not possible. And she shouldn't have been so irresponsible to just be willy-nilly enough to just throw some shit together like this and then not communicate when it didn't come fully to fruition. Because now you've wasted people's time, energy, and money. And I'm just supposed to be like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine, friend. That's fine for the third time over. And it was also really hurtful to me, y'all, because anytime that she needs something, I'm there. She needs an extra model for a photo shoot. She needs a +1 to an event. She needs a recommendation, anything. She just wants to go out. I am literally readily available because I'm the kind of person, I really care about my friendships. I tend towards my friendships like they are like their own individual gardens. Now, that does not mean that I'm always just available as soon as somebody needs me, or that I don't have my faults as a person, or that I'm not imperfect. Of course, right? But if I say that I'm going to do something, I say that I'm going to show up somewhere. If you have my verbal contract, 99.999999%, I am going to do exactly that. I don't just say shit. I don't just make things up out of thin air just for funsies. I literally mean what I'm going to say. I do what I say. I mean what I say. I show up how I'm going to say I'm going to show up. Do we all have things happen? Of course. There have been times, certain instances have happened and things have come up where I have not been able to show through for my friends. But I'm telling you, the fucking ratio is like 1 to 10. Okay, like it's not even comparable. So that's another reason why I was hurt, because anytime that she's in a bind, anytime that she has or wants or needs something to do, needs me to pull through or anything, I am there. Like, I don't even second guess it. I'm like, yeah, like if you have my word, you pretty much have my everything. So I'm going to end it here, you guys. I hope that this was enjoyable. I'm so excited to be doing this more. If you haven't entered my giveaway, click the last video on my channel and enter my giveaway, okay? Moral of the story is collaborate and surround yourself with people who reciprocate your effort, your love, and your energy. And if they don't, separate them or manifest a better version of them. Okay, but until next time, you know that I love you. I love you. I love you. Switching in positions for you.